I am now joined by Noelle Barry of the band Grenade. Noelle, how's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
I hope you're not nervous. No, I hope you're not nervous.
No.
I'll start off asking you how your band actually came together.
um, well, it was a friend of mine told me about Jennifer, the girl who plays guitar.
And that's Jennifer,
Jennifer Bowler.
and she's the other band member.
Yeah. She told me that I should go see her because she was fantastic on guitar and stuff. So and then I went to see a band and it happened to be Jen in the band. I didn't know it was her, and spoke to her afterwards that I was looking to put some sort of band together, and she was like, yeah, no bother. So she left her other band, not because of me, but whatever complications happened there, and we started jamming together, and then just went from there.
Where did the name come from?
It was a drummer that we had. We didn't actually have a name. We used to be called Orchid, myself and Jen, and we didn't really like it, so we kind of started brainstorming, and Niamh, the old drummer, she decided we should be called Grenade, and we didn't really like it at the start because it didn't suit us, the style that we were doing, but it just grew on us, so yeah, just random brainstorming.
No, you do a lot of covers.
Yeah.
You do your own stuff as well.
Yeah, we do. We've been doing originals together for 5 years. Kind of gave up the originals for a while as the covers that's what's out there now.
To make a few pounds, basically.
It is, yeah. Not even just about that, is people enjoy the covers because they know them. You would have people who'd listen to your originals and know them, but it wouldn't be as big as the people who'd know the covers.
Of course.
And we kind of put our own style in it as well, so kind of better.
What would your style be?
I've never actually thought about that. I suppose if Jen was here, she would probably say quirky, kind of happy kind of stuff, whereas I'm the more depressing one. I like the depressing songs.
So you're going to go mix of both, really?
Yeah, we are. So and then we mash that in together and it becomes Grenade.
No, you've also travelled Scotland and Crete doing a few gigs.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well, for Scotland, somebody found us on MySpace, and he asked us would we do a mini tour around Scotland. This was an originals tour as well, which is really good because it was getting our own stuff out. So we played in a lot of bars in Scotland, and we were brought over there, so everything was sorted, which was handy because that doesn't happen usually for originals, you know. And then in Greece, we were actually on holidays the year before we went over to there. Got really drunk. Fell into a bar, saw a guitar, and we're like, we want to do a song. So we did one song. And then they wanted more and more and more. So we ended up staying. It was our last night, and the owner asked us to stay on. And we had to go home because I was working at the time, and so was Jen. So we came home, and he emailed us about coming over the year after. And we kind of thought, yeah, that happens. People will say this, that, and the other. And but we went over there the year after and stayed there for 3 months. Working over there then.
That must have been amazing.
It was amazing because we got to meet new people. You know, when you're on holidays, you're there for a week or 2 weeks, so it was constantly changing. So it was great experience. Made loads of friends there as well. So
must be really good for your band as well, of course.
It was, yeah.
Now you came home. You got involved with Cork Rock's bands. How did you go about doing this?
Well, I was studying film in college, and Steve contacted St. John's to look for someone to film the event. So I was sent there with a crew, and we filmed it, and I had been saying to Steve, I was like, I have a band, trying to kind of push that in there, and he was like, yeah, no bother, we'll try and get you a slot somewhere. And eventually he did hear us, and I don't know, I guess he liked us, so now we're in the Cork Rocks as well as the filming.
No, so. Like you mentioned, you've made videos for Cork Rock bands already, haven't you? What kind of videos have you made?
They're like, the first one I made was kind of a promo video for it to advertise it, because not many people knew about it. So the first one was a promo video. The second one then I kind of did a documentary kind of style thing for the bands as well as the backstage crew, I suppose, just to show what's involved in the entire thing, because it's a lot of work goes into it, and it's not always appreciated by everyone. But if you're watching the video, you get to see exactly how hard people work
Yeah.
for it. You know.
Now, what has Cork Rocks done for you, you know, as opposed to before and after?
Before and after, well, my filming in low light has been improved, because I now know, like, with bands and stuff, it's a difficult thing to, photography or film is really difficult. But so on the filming side, it's done great things. It showed me how to adjust cameras and things for that. But for music, not just me, but for everyone, like, I watch, while I'm editing this, I see the bands, they're all original bands. And the music is fantastic, and it needs to be heard as well. And Steve and everyone involved in Cork Rocks, they like they make this event so that people can be heard, because to be fair, original music isn't really, not that it's not wanted, but it's not appreciated as much as it should be, because it's a lot of work goes into it. So you kind of get and it's a big stage as well. So for a band that wouldn't really be on big stages very often, they'd get great coverage out of it.
And will you be performing at the Cork Rocks for Abbey? When is that? That's the
9th
of November. Yeah, it's the 12-hour kind of music marathon. Will you be performing yourselves there?
We are, yeah. I think we're on the main stage anyway, so it'll be great. Might be filming this as well, so multitasking. But
Cork Rocks are also launching a brand new website, so you can go to crockrocksbands.com for that. It's coming up. It's coming very soon. And also, if you do want to get involved with Cork Rocks Bands, if you've got a band that maybe you want to try to get out there and be heard, you can just email info@corkrocksbands.com. That's info@corkrocksbands.com. Now, every week on the show, I ask musicians, would they or wouldn't they go and try out for the X Factor or The Voice or something like that? But you've actually gone and tried out for the X Factor, haven't you?
yeah, we have.
Can you tell me about this experience?
Well, okay, so it's not really my thing. I don't really, like, I watch it like everybody else, but I've never actually imagined myself going for it. But Jen wanted to do it, so I was like, yeah, no bother. We went in and we did the first audition in the Metropole, and we got through. And our friend as well came with us. He also got through. So the next rounds were in London, and we went there, and it definitely wasn't my thing then. It was kind of, I don't know. Anyway, we went for the second audition with I don't know who they were, to be fair.
It wasn't the same with Coles, it wasn't
no. They were just, I don't know. I guess it's
producers,
some involvement in the
course.
music, but and we were very nervous. It's not that we went in there and we were just, calm. We were very nervous, so that didn't really help, on top of the fact that I didn't like what I had seen around either. So
so you kind of had a bad vibe going into the whole thing in the first place.
Yeah, for me it was like it's Jen likes that kind of thing, and which is fair enough, because if you do get through, it must be
amazing for you.
Yeah, it must be. But because I study film, I know what goes on behind the scenes, so it's harder for me to accept that.
You're very sceptical.
Yeah, I am.
Now tell me about the audition itself. What song did you sing?
Our first song for the audition, we did Fix You by Coldplay. And it's all, we did it a cappella, just harmonies, which is a really nice song anyway. So kind of worked, that got us through the first round. The second one we did Dynamite, but our own version of it. And yeah, I don't know, didn't work, obviously.
You pretty much got told no from there, so yeah.
Yeah, well, 2 of them liked us and 2 didn't, but obviously you need everybody to like you, so.
Well, would you do it again?
No. Jen has been talking about doing it again. I'm kind of, because it wasn't just us. I've seen amazing people singing in there. For example, while we were in the waiting room, a girl started singing and the entire place just stopped talking and just listened to her. And she went in for the audition and didn't get through.
She didn't get through. When was this, by the way? Was it for this year? Is it X Factor?
It was this year, yeah. It was for this year. But and when I watch it back now, I see the people who were auditioning with us and the people who didn't get through, and they don't show you everything on which they can't, obviously, but they do miss out on good people, like they really do. And I'm not just saying it because we didn't get through, but other people as well. But and a clear example of that is we played to 35,000 people in Maspalomas in Spain. won an entire competition, and because these were the judges, the crowd, and we played in front of 4 people in the X Factor, and it was no. So it kind of makes you think.
That
like,
kind of sums it up, really.
It does,
I think.
yeah. So.
Your worst moment as a band?
The worst moment, I suppose, was our first gig ever.
I can just imagine the nerves.
Yeah, I was extremely nervous, and I had all the lyrics in front of me because it was very new to me, and it was kind of, the gig was like a week before we knew, so I had a week to learn all of these songs, like 2 hours worth. So I had all the lyrics in front of me. I was panicking, couldn't see the lyrics, and after each song, everybody kind of stood there and looked at us, and there was silence, and it was horrible.
God.
It was absolutely horrible because my voice was shaky, I was shaking, the music was, the lyrics were everywhere, and it was just such an awkward gig, but that like tops everything. There's been a few things happen in other gigs, but this tops everything. It was the worst experience of my life.
It must have taken a lot to come back from that.
It did. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I'm never again doing that. I was embarrassed. I was tiny. I felt tiny. Like it was horrible. But the gig after that, I decided, you know what? There's no point in like hanging on to that. I might as well just. And I felt more confident that I knew the words as well. So I was able to just sing it off the top of my head. But so, yeah, the second one wasn't as bad as the first one, but that was a terrible experience.
Right, and in contrast to that, your best moment as a band?
The best moment was this year in Spain, in Maspalomas. We went on a holiday with all our friends. Decided to bring the guitar over a competition. There was a competition on. We thought it was a little Mickey Mouse competition where, you know, a few people in a bar and you win some money. But it wasn't. It was a massive, huge stage, 35,000 people, craziness, and
some surprise.
Yeah, and there was amazing talent over there as well, and we won. So that was it still is the highlight of the entire thing.
I'd imagine so. It must have been some experience to have these people cheering for you.
It was, yeah, and it was all filmed as well. So we get a copy of our DVD and it's on YouTube now, so you can see us playing. And to watch it back, it was
quite amazing. I imagine.
Amazing, it was. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to play a track for you in a second. It's called Fade. Tell me about it. You wrote it yourself.
Yeah, I did. It was about 3 years ago. It was kind of sunny, Ireland. And I was sitting on the trampoline just playing guitar, and I just wrote the song in, I don't know, 20 minutes. So it was kind of, I must have had it all building up for so long, and just to write the song in 20 minutes.
It all came flowing out.
Yeah, because usually I'd on purpose take the guitar to write a song and nothing would happen. So this time I was just kind of chilling out, but yeah, just wrote the song. We kind of had a lot of work to do on it as well, because there was other musicians as well, as you'll hear. But it pulled together, and yeah, it's fun.
And what's it actually about?
It's about loving someone and then not loving them anymore.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Right, well, here we go. This is Noelle Barry and her band Grenade singing the song Fade right here on Nightlife.